Here we go. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys can hear us and see us. Actually, I hope you can hear us over the frogs outside because they're quite loud.
Goodness, the rain we've had has.
Okay, there it is.
Is it proper?
We just had a lot of
Oh,
rain,
goodness.
buckets. We've
And
had 2.5 inches just about, I think.
it's woken the frogs up.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yes. Okay, let me go in here. Let us get a little bit of housekeeping going. And we are waiting on Dyer Family Farm. They are just now wrapping up their live, and they're doing their prayer requests right now. So we know that they're going to be jumping over here. And I have got to get set up. And here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I thought I had my volume off. Okay, there we go. Hi, Rebecca. You are the first one in. Okay, I need to go here. There we go. Okay. There we okay. I'm doing a little bit of what I normally do to get started. Okay. And I think Jack is doing his prayer. I hope you've been doing good, Rebecca. Hello, Joe. Oh, hang on. There's Mr. Ed Kirkpatrick. Hello, hello.
Hey, Ed.
I'm trying to get.
We saw you at the homestead, but
Homestead Expo.
You were always talking to somebody, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Well, everybody wants to see Mr. Ed and visit. Okay, I'm just going to try to hit enter right there. There we go. Hopefully that did that.
Yeah, they put the button right on top of the other.
I know. I struggle with that every week. And, okay. What is Rebecca saying? My brother and I had storm here today, and we are okay. That's great. Man, I did not know that we were going to have the severe storms, I guess, last night. Now, they did not come near us, but we kept getting the tornado watches and stuff because it was our county, even though it was kind of across the other side of the county. So we were up last night watching that quite a bit and wondering who all was in the path. We knew there was some southern channels down there that was in the way of, was in the path of some of those tornadoes. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good. Yep. So, busy week. I know it's been a busy week for everybody. I think that's Keith. Farm to Table Direct. Keith, are you using the Direct? I've been in and out on the different lives tonight, so
There's Robbie.
I may have missed it. Hi, Robbie and Sonia. So it's been a full week for all of us, I know. And so, hey, Chris and Dodge. Hi there. We are.
Dodge, don't let Jack mess you up. I drive a Dodge, so.
Yeah. Oh my. Hit that thumbs up button. Oh, that would be great, guys. Okay, Farm to Table Direct. Are you Keith? I think is Ryan on the direct on the table show, and you're on the direct show. I think that might be right, but I might have got it switched.
This is Ryan.
Okay, so Ryan is on direct. I use this one. Okay, Keith uses the new.
Hey, Billy.
Hi, Billy.
Hope you can make it next weekend.
Oh, I know. That's what I was just getting ready to talk about. It looks like we've got another busy week coming up. And because we're all going to be trying to get work and everything else done and push into.
Because I have 4 days of work.
4 days of work. And then trying to get out of here to get to 10 Killer. Hey, Troy. How are you? And Joy. Hi, Joy. We have not got to join in pretty much all night. We've been listening to everybody, but we've had so much to do and been outside getting the animals ready. And matter of fact, we have to go back out and catch a rooster.
Yeah, she's trying to get set up to get rid of some roosters that
Yeah.
we've reared.
Yeah.
Jack says the link's not working.
Link not working. Let's try again. Oh, you know what? I bet because I had a hard time. Okay.
Try that one.
See if that one is, because I had I might have accidentally deleted a letter or two. Ryan can't say. I have to be up stupid early tomorrow morning. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Oh, I'm so glad you guys will be at the meetup. There we go. Man.
Hey, I was just fixing to type in private chat and I didn't have to. Let me turn that away from it.
I know. So
there's my surprise. Brahms frozen yogurt.
Oh
my.
I might have to go scoop me up some ice cream.
Hi, Dakota and Shayla. Okay, so why? I can turn that off. There we go. Okay. I'm afraid to click any buttons now too, Jack.
Well, that was a good thing that Bert showed us to hit that overlay on the messaging, and then you could go full screen.
Okay.
And you can see the messaging, and if you're broadcasting for more than one place, then all the messages come in there.
I don't know that I can do full screen though.
Hit the
square.
Hit the square.
This one?
Up.
I got you full screen.
There you go.
Hey, Ed, I'm in Oklahoma now, but I'm not going to make the 10 killer meetup. Have to head back to Georgia.
Hi, Simple Acres. Okay, Ed, I'm in Oklahoma now, but I'm not going to make that. You just read that, Jack, didn't you? Not going to make it to the 10 killer.
Ed, I sure wish I had your phone number.
Oh, let's see. Hi, Mallory. Mallory October. I am new here. Well, welcome. I'm not liking this. Let's see.
Yeah, hi, Mallory.
I'm trying to figure out all this. Okay, there we go.
And then you click off the.
Let's click off of that for a minute. Yeah. Let's just see what that does.
We're not putting it anywhere else, so it just.
Right. I'm not streaming to any other platforms, so I won't have other comments popping in. So.
Okay, but you taught me what I wanted to know. That'll work if we're going horizontal.
Yeah. Joe, okay. He says that view makes it hard to see where you type in the chat. Yeah, it makes it all hard for me to see.
Okay, this is a big deal. Me and her been talking. We've gone 3 weeks now.
Okay, yeah. Are you going to talk about the views and the?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this will be geared towards Wild Huckleberry. So Robbie and Jack, or anybody else that has done the lives.
I don't think we're getting the credit for the watch hours on this.
So what I'll do, it's on the live streams, it's actually whether we go restream or YouTube. We've kind of brought this up before, I think, about how you have a certain number when you finish a live stream, and you can look at YouTube when you're doing it from YouTube, and you can get an accurate number of how many actually viewed your stream. So let's just take my one of my live streams for the chick video. It was like a 12-hour one or 11-hour one, and it showed 1,500 views. And the next morning, because I was when I looked at it, I sent him a snapshot of it, and then later it showed like 900 and something views. Like later that day or whatever.
Where did you look at it?
when you're looking in your home screen on your dashboard.
So if you look at YouTube itself and look for views and then look at YouTube Studio, they'll be different. And I do not know why. I don't have an answer for you.
It's like they keep going down. And now I go back in the well, it's on the dashboard, but I'll click into content and then I'll go directly to the analytics for that content. And now they're down to like 17 views. And I mean, it's
1.5 hours.
1.5 hours or half hour watch time. And we're like, you go to the dashboard and over here on the views, it's like, yeah, there was, whether there's 20 views or 200 views or whatever, but you click into analytics. So I told Monty, I said, are we even getting credited for, like those watch hours? So, man.
Because like right now, it shows there's 16 people watching right now. When it's over with, we can look at YouTube in a little while and they'll show, 150, 200, 300, whatever. Later in the week, you look at it and it'll show you've got like 0 watch hours or 1 watch hour. It's like, oh.
So it's like, is this, is it even worth it to look at the analytics? I don't think so.
Sometimes it's scary, isn't it?
It is, because you don't know what they're doing. And
because we're 76 hours away from our 4,000 hours.
Yeah, we're creeping up there.
That's crunch time.
It is crunch time, I know. And we're so busy. It's like we got to find time to
what, 736?
No, 763.
763 subscribers.
So we got a little ways to go. Okay. What is Simple Acre saying? Let me see. I've always found the same. I always thought the second numbers were for after the live is published.
I don't know.
One set of numbers is for the live and one set of numbers is for the video that was created from the live. But I would like to see them all together.
Okay. I haven't even thought about that. Oh, thank you. Was that Bert? Bert or Cindy? Okay, thank you. That might. Oh, Evelyn, you're not late. Thank you for just coming in. We appreciate it. Okay, that might actually make sense. It does say, though, on there, since it was published. So that, okay. Thank you.
I'm going to get some ice cream.
Uh-oh.
You had 1,500 views and it dropped to 17. That would have to be two different
No. That one was, they were showing, there for a little while. I don't even know if I've looked at it because that was done back a few weeks ago. Then it was dropped to like 900 and something. But, sorry, I don't know what it's at right now. Oh, Mallory, I'm very sorry you have diabetes. That is something that is pretty prevalent in our country and right now. Yes, Bert, I think it would be nice if it was combined. But it just didn't dawn on me in that way, where one was a published view and one was a view that it got at the live. Okay. But that kind of, I think that's a confusing way for them to do it, but that does explain it if that's what's happening. Because it's crazy. I would go down and start looking at all the lives and none of the numbers were matching up. And I was just like, what's going on? I'll never figure it out.
Michelle, I just sent y'all a text.
Okay.
And
Monty is up getting his ice cream.
you and me.
Okay. We started the whole ice cream thing, and we were trying to get some dinner during. I might have been finishing up during your stream, That's what I was going to say. We haven't been on the, we've had the streams running and listening to him in the background, but
Ed said he's got a cricket in his hotel room or somewhere on the live. I'm not hearing it.
Well-
It must be the hotel room.
okay. Well, we hear the frogs very loud. I'm can't believe y'all can't hear the frogs croaking behind us because, man, the rain we got, I think we got about 2.5 inches, and it has brought them all out. They are making the racket.
We just left a friend
Oh.
of ours' house, the one that had fallen and broken her shoulder and her thumb. And
Yeah.
my goodness, their whole place was a lake. Front yard,
my.
backyard.
8 inches in a day.
How much?
8
They got
Oh,
almost
wow.
8 inches
in a day.
in one day. Down
Ooh.
by Comanche.
Oh my. We have a lot of family that lives in Moore. We used to live in Moore, and they had so many floods going on last night. And what were they called? The rescuing, the emergency rescues.
Yeah.
And I think they lost 1 or 2 people. I think they lost 2 people.
Yes, Garrett, Red Dirt, Rooster Road is in Oklahoma. Ed's saying he can
Yeah.
hear your frogs. I guess my hearing aids are turned down.
Oh my! I'm sorry. I don't know how to get them to. You could take one out, but there's another dozen to replace them. Ed can hear the
I'm out now, Monty.
frogs.
And there's a frog over by the pool that sounds like a turkey.
Well, I didn't.
It's a dangerous time of year to be sounding like a turkey.
Oh,
And I walked around and I was like, well, I know we've got a little Tom that runs around here every once in a while, but I kept trying to figure out if there was like babies underneath the deck or something, but
no, but I think there is a frog in our windowsill.
Yeah.
And okay.
and his mating call starts bedtime.
No, he was. I heard him in there. You need to. Jack sent you a text.
Garrett's saying he's from Tulsa. He's a Chisholm from Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
A Chisholm.
That's a couple hours from us, but we're in central
I gotta
Oklahoma.
grab some water.
the
I'll
Red
be right back. I'll eat my ice
Okay.
cream. I'm
The Red
thirsty.
I know.
It's-
I've got where are they?
See,
I've got chocolate blueberries. Dark chocolate blueberry acai.
and when she was setting up everything, she scattered them all over the table and the floor. And
I did. I didn't realize the zipper wasn't closed and they went crazy. Let's see. Yeah, Chris, we're kind of in a little valley. There's like 2 big hills kind of on either side of us. So, but there's also a ravine or canyon basically that they all run around throughout here. So all the water runs down from our property still even further into a canyon. So thankfully, we don't have flooding or anything. We don't have to worry about flooding here. And boy, in Moore, they had some horrible flooding. Okay, Evelyn is saying, if you plan on coming to the 10 Killer meetup, please RSVP. Yes, we have already done that. I was going to tell Jack, we'll have to let him know. I'm glad he went over the details. I have not thought that far ahead. So that's another one of those things this week I need to
What were you
do.
going to tell me?
Yes. That I'm glad you went over the details for 10 Killer and things to remember to bring and all of that.
Well, it's just what I was thinking about bringing. It was just what I was thinking about bringing. I know the first time I went to a meetup, I did not take a lawn chair, and I ended up sitting in Dave's dink and tank more than he did.
Oh.
So he's probably glad that I've learned to bring my own lawn chair too.
Yeah. that lawn chair, it is easy to forget them, and so mental note, throw those in.
And y'all were in an
I don't know
Airbnb,
what-
right?
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I'm still trying to download your text.
Oh, he hasn't come through.
No,
Yeah.
it could be.
This happens. It happens with me and her all the time.
It could be us.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've had apparently. It looks nice and calm outside right now, but we've had plenty of storms throughout the day. Not so much through
Oh,
the day. Overnight for sure.
Overnight for sure. I think the rain was out of here by about 11 or so, thankfully. Let's see. I'm trying to
Somebody was
back up through
saying
here.
that they fish at Texoma a lot.
I think
Here.
that is Garrett says I fish up in Texoma. Up in Texoma, so he might be
He
south
says
of there.
in Tulsa.
We
So up is down for Garrett.
Oh, well, we do like Texoma. We got some friends that, Texoma Lake, and we visited them down there every once in a while.
My stepdaddy lives there on Texoma, right close.
Yeah, they had a big tornado going towards them last night, but I think it going towards Kingston, and then I think it missed Kingston and went closer to Medill. I don't know if Medill got hit.
Ada got hit. I think that's what we did.
I know. I think that I don't know. We were getting tornado watch alerts on the phone, but it's because our county was very close to that same thunderstorm that was producing that storm in Ada. But thankfully, everything
That's
was.
pretty wise, Ed.
Yep.
That's
Fish
Boy
and pole,
Scoutish.
bag and tent. You are ready. Yep. My tent days are over.
Dina never has liked tent camping. I've got a big military tent. I don't think she's ever spent a night in it. I mean, it's a big walk-in, full-room tent.
There's not a lot of season that works well with a tent because cold doesn't work and hot doesn't work.
Mine is basically a cabin tent. They call it the big old canvas type, but it's a rubberized, completely weatherproof. Has a liner in it that gives an air gap between the walls. Small heater in the middle. We'll keep it warm. That don't mean when you walk outside it ain't cold. But
yeah. Oh my.
Last time she tent camped was in California. Freezing cold at night, hot during the day.
Freezing at night, like below 32, I think.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it was so close.
I was going to get mine out in a couple of weeks for this men's retreat, but I think now I'm going to be in a camper.
Yeah. Oh my. So goodness. We went camping with our boy. Well, with our first son when he was a baby, and that was here in Oklahoma. But it was
July.
It was probably July or August, yeah. And it was miserable, and no one got any sleep. No one in the campground got any sleep because our son wasn't sleeping. He was crying, except for when Monty put him in the car and drove. We were actually at Murray, I think.
Yeah.
Were we at Murray? Yeah.
Yeah. Drove him to Marietta.
Yeah.
He fell asleep, drove back, pulled up, got ready to get out of the car. He woke up.
I like Duncan. Greg, he says, my tent has a Holiday Inn Express sign out front. That's my kind of tenting.
We went camping one year. I think it was mine and Dina's first time. Our oldest boy was less than a year old, and it was an older camper, the kind with just a bed right up in the front, and there's just enough room to kind of turn around and do a little bit of kitchen stuff, whatever. But he rolled off the bed. We're new parents, didn't know coming sick.
Oh no!
So we had paid for 2 nights, and we got up and left in the middle of that night and didn't even make it the second night. It's like I was disappointed, but I totally understood too at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever you sent to me, try sending it to Michelle's phone because it's not.
I sent it to
through.
both of you. Did it not?
Oh,
I did not. I was looking. Anyway, no.
Huh. Well,
It didn't.
mine shows it went.
Mine shows it did. I haven't got anything.
well, it shows that it came. I got something from you, but it won't download it for whatever reason. But my phone's been stupid here lately.
Actually,
His phone has not been acting.
I just sent it again, at least part of it, the first part of it. It was actually 2 texts, but I sent it to both. Anyway, it's not super important. It's just Rebecca was telling us about something in the chat.
Is that Mallory? There we go. Well, Mallory, I'm texting you back. Yes, if you want to send it through, I'll answer it if we can. So, yes, anyway, so that is on the agenda this week, is to try to get everything done. And so I just realized, oh my goodness, thankfully I don't have eggs in the incubator when we leave this week.
I do, but I spaced it to where they would not be a problem while we were gone. They're not going to be in lockdown yet.
Yeah. We'll have family here, but I hate to put that on them. I just realized it was like, well, I've got about 36 chicks, and I've got some roosters leaving tomorrow, but those are the older ones, and the little chicks are going to be 2 weeks old this week, so they are starting to outgrow their brooder, and I'm ready for them to get outside. Oh my. But I have several frizzles popping up, and so I don't want to get rid of any until I know exactly how many are going to be frizzles. Okay, do you know Stray Kids, the K-pop band? Mallory, I do not.
I don't even know what K-pop is. Is it kid pop?
I don't. Yeah. I don't stay up with basically secular music because I really don't listen to it much, and I sure don't listen to kid bands. So I can't help you there.
Don't either.
Yeah, I don't.
It's all right with y'all if I take my boots off? I'm gonna take my boots off.
Go right ahead.
Ooh, that feels good.
I've got my Crocs on. Oh, so I used to listen to country music, back in the day, but I never was much on the other. Chris might know Kid Pop.
All of it.
So Kid Pop, so make it pop for kids. I will have to probably figure this stuff out at some day because I do have grandkids, but I'm not sure what they'll be listening to at that point. Oh my. So anyway, what else was on there? What was on our agenda? I got to get rid of chicks, and I got to figure out. I really want to have a bunch of my chicks sold, because I've decided on these chicks I hatched out. Every day I'm finding a few more, so I'm up to about 5 or 6 possible frizzles. Some of them are definite. They've got their little curly feathers coming through.
So my buddy that's hatching on halves has got them popping today. They started yesterday, a day early.
Yeah.
So I do have chicks. I just ain't got them here at the farm yet.
Yeah. Well, if I have at least you hear? Hi, Lori. Hello. Thanks for for joining in. But if you want a little frizzle hen, let me know. So, because I know you said you didn't want the rooster.
Yeah.
And the little roo we have. So you would, if you keep any little chicks of your own, you could put her with them.
I wasn't planning on keeping any of these yet, so we're not quite ready. Maybe it may be another hatch.
Okay.
Don't say
Okay, because I will be hatching out, because I'm kind of gearing it now to where I'm going to be hatching out frizzles and cochins. Of course, I've got to keep them in different, pens and stuff. So I'm keeping several little frizzle hens to go with my cochin roos. And that, I tell you, I've just kind of fallen in love with those little things. They're adorable. So, but I'm keeping Mr. Frizzy Cosmo. He's my frizzle rooster. I'm keeping him for sure.
And he's doing a good job.
Oh, he's such really, he is let's see. Oh,
from
there we
death
go.
row to foul kingdom.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Robbie.
King of the harem.
Yeah.
He
Robbie.
definitely.
Hello.
Is it this one? There we go. Yeah, he definitely.
He's living the good life.
Yeah, we got rid of all the roosters. Matter of fact, the other rooster that decided, we call him
Hey,
Runner.
Robbie's son just went through the window there.
Yep, that was Lee.
That was Lee. So, yeah, Frizzle has replaced all the roosters here. So, Mr.
He is king of the harem now.
He is. So,
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good looking, and I had no idea that I would get so many offspring that look like him.
How many hens you got with him?
Well, I do have another a young rooster that is leaving tomorrow, but so he's got 18 hens.
That's pushing it. That's a
Wow.
lot of ladies for one root.
Yeah. Well, he's had Runner, that second rooster. He's had him in here for a few months.
So
Yeah.
we
2 or 3 months,
were
like that.
going to sell Jubilee cross hatching eggs over our laying hens, and I give a couple of dozen out, actually 4 dozen out for people to try to hatch to see how the hatching rate was and that kind of stuff, and they were great. And then we lost the second Jubilee rooster, and now one rooster over 30 plus hens. I just can't say there's enough rooster to go around.
Right. That's why those little the cochins that I got, the four hatching eggs out of the dozen that I purchased, 3 were roosters. So I'm actually keeping all 3 of them for a while because because I'm going to have 2 separate coops, and so one cochin will be with my frizzle hen that I have, and I don't know what all I've got with this last little batch.
I'm just going to say,
put together,
you and Monty should stay away from the lottery. You should not be playing 3 roosters out of 4 hatchings.
We don't.
Really?
We don't learn that lesson.
Yeah. That's not good odds.
The 2, and I'm going to put them in with Mr. Frizzy Cosmo and the main hens because they're young, and that way, should there be any problems, I will still have another cochin. I'll still actually have 2, but I'm going to keep them for a little while to make sure I don't lose anybody, so I can still keep the breeding correct.
Monty's got a script. What?
Yeah. Okay, the camera's back there.
Oh, that's right.
He's gonna. I have to set the camera back away.
Oh, this is the new
There
one.
you go.
We've got a new project.
Don't even look like
building
pallets, Monty.
Nope, you move it. It doesn't even look like pallets, he said.
It's not.
Never man, no.
This is the last one.
This is the last coop ever.
Oh,
We need to make it out of cinder block.
yeah.
Tornado proof and all.
Mm.
It'll
Oh
be a
my.
chick shelter instead of a bomb shelter.
I can't tell you. Last night, was it last night? The other night, my son came over, or our son came over and was looking at something what we had done. He was looking at the chicks, and we went in there, and he's like, "Mom," he's like, "There's mice," because you turn on the light and they go running. I'm like, "Yeah, we know, because the snakes aren't out yet." And I've never been ready for the black snakes to come out. But I'm kind of getting close because one of those mice just ran over the back of my shoe.
Oh,
I
gosh.
had my croc. I felt it on my foot, and I was like, oh no, that was the mouse. Our son, he was like, Mom, that was a mouse that just ran across your foot.
Yeah, when we get back from Team Killer, that's what I'm starting on.
Yeah,
We've got to
Yeah.
get back to our build too. We haven't geared into it yet.
We are so far behind on so much, and between
I hear you.
being, viruses that's gone around our family, our kids and our grandbabies and parents, they all get these viruses and cold viruses and share them with us. So get back, get the cold weather gone, get some decent weather.
I had
and
big plans, 4-day weekend this weekend. We were off Thursday for Good Friday. Of course, we're off every Friday. And
yeah.
I was going to mow Thursday. And lo and behold, the mower was down. And I did an impromptu valve job on that. And then ended up having to run and get a new battery to replace the battery that was 15 days old.
Oh God.
And
Mercy.
then I got the grass mowed late Saturday before the rain.
That sounds like Monty's.
Yeah, that was
Every time he starts a project.
something broke. I got to fix something before I can start anything.
Well, I had
Nope.
never done a valve job of any kind, but I had way too much compression on the flywheel, and that's what everything was pointing to. Either that or a broke camshaft. So I had to go to YouTube University before I could go out and do the valve job.
Thank goodness for that YouTube
Absolutely.
University.
Exactly.
It has helped us out of so many
Yep.
issues.
Yeah, well, I was up in the attic today,
Oh my goodness.
our attic fan, last week when it was cool. She wanted to turn on the attic fan. She's like, it won't come on.
No.
I figured, Dirt Dauber had got up in there and built a nest in the fan or something. So I climbed up in there and messed with it the other day and pulled half of it down, and the fan was fine. And my son, who's the electrician who came down, had all the switches hanging out of the wall, and he was like, probably the switch. Phil, I don't know what this thing is. That's probably your problem.
Yep.
$15 later,
Yeah.
it's work. Back up, put everything back together.
Mhm.
That's the way it goes around. That's farming, y'all.
Yeah.
I
That's
know.
right.
Where is she? There we go. There's Rebecca. Hi,
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
My screen wasn't working correctly. Okay, you know what? I have missed a ton of chat, possibly. Maybe there hasn't been any chat.
Well, I'm going to miss all of the chat because I'm not popping it out.
Yeah. Okay.
So if anybody says hi to me, hi everyone.
Yeah.
Mallory said bye.
Oh, goodbye, Mallory. Thank you for joining.
Rebecca, what do you got going there?
I'm making a hat.
That's for somebody with a big
That's a
hairless
long
head.
one.
No, it will be this part will be pulled up inside, up through there. So it's one single yarn, and it's a little bit lighter. I'm just finishing up the last 25 rows.
I was gonna say that's a big cone head there.
Sleeping cat.
This is what happens is I will pull this in here. See what it does?
Oh yeah, is it kind of a slouchy?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got one of them slouchies, Rebecca?
If you left the other end open, it could be one of those big old fluffy scarves, neck
gaiter.
scarves. Neck gaiter. I bet you've seen some of those.
Definitely.
Yes. Oh my. Well, let's see. Chris says that's awesome. I wonder if she's talking about Rockin' Robbie.
Not sure.
Rockin' Robbie.
Yeah.
Oh, we need,
Rockin' Robbie.
if Duncan's on here, do we need to bring them licking
Oh,
bucket to
Greg,
tinkle
are
it?
you still here?
He's in the chat.
If he is, he is in chat. I don't know how long ago that
Have you
was.
got a phone number for him?
Nope.
I'm gonna
We
try to
don't
send
have a
you
lot of
phone
numbers.
number for him.
We'd like to have your number.
I don't know if you ever got the last text, but
Let's see.
I don't think it ever. I don't think it would ever download.
I would,
Yeah.
Michelle. I
Yes.
was sitting there and I was looking at her name, and I thought something telling me to go to the channel, so I did.
Oh,
Just
well, we're glad you did.
I figured
Yeah.
that's something I should not put in chat.
Oh,
Monty, y'all got Apple iPhones?
No, we're amateurs.
I'm an Android. I had enough learning curve
Yeah, see,
with this adventure.
that popped straight through, Jack.
Can you open it?
Yeah, but he's still showing 2 downloads. Okay, Greg, you said yes, please do. You're talking about wicking tub?
Yeah.
Bucket. Okay, so you want us to bring share it anyway, Jack. Share it anyway, Jack.
There's a phone number y'all can communicate directly with him.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you can, well, yeah, you okay. Hey, Greg, is there, did I count 7? Is that the last time? I forgot to look again. I mean, there could be like 7 to 10 or something,
We'll
Greg.
see how many will fit in the truck.
And we can let you know. Okay.
Greg, if you'd have said something, I could have loaded you a few up while you was here. What am I hearing in the background?
I bet that's Rob. I bet that's
Is that Lee? Robbie?
Hey, probably hearing the dehumidifier going.
Sounded like a TV, didn't it?
Well, Sonia's got the TV muted, so there's nothing making noise here.
It's not you.
Sam?
Greg says I was them all.
Definitely not me because I have nothing going.
I've got nothing going here either.
Us either. I never fails. I start every live and there's some TV or phone that pops up with a delay and
It's gone now.
Yeah, it quit.
yeah.
I said something about it, it quit. It's demonic.
Oh my. Well, I haven't seen what the weather was. I know y'all were talking about it may be rain for this weekend.
Yeah.
Rain, I'm fine. I hope we are done with the severe storms.
Agreed.
Yes.
Do not.
Definitely, because earlier today I was watching the weather up in towards Jefferson City, our state capital. That's about 30 minutes from my house. And I noticed these ones that were going towards Highway 54, which was going east. And then all of a sudden I started hearing the
Can y'all see that?
I can't quite make it out, but chances of rain every day.
Yep. From
Lovely.
70 on Friday, 40% on Saturday, and 40% on Sunday.
Okay. Goodness. So Rebecca, what were they? What was going up in the Capitol?
there was
the
some
storms?
there was some tornadoes. There was a channel I was
Oh.
watching that was a weather channel, and
Yeah.
I could see how the wind was pushing, that it was going east away from me. And then all of a sudden another one came down and we got just thunderstorms. No tornado.
Good.
I was really happy about
Well,
that.
Blessing.
I'll gladly take a thunderstorm over the tornadoes or even those horrible,
I like thunderstorms. I don't like hail and tornadoes.
Or the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Monty,
I know.
where did y'all get
I'm
your
always
plans?
worried about our outbuilding trees.
Where did y'all get your plans for the chicken coop?
It's
He downloaded them.
yeah, it's
We did that.
Construct 101. They have plans for everything and they're free.
I like free. That's a good
Oh,
free.
that's a good price.
It gives him the cut list and everything, so that way he can go and.
Got it. 10 by 12, lean-to style. That's cool.
That's the kind of
Was the owner showing the Construct 101?
Construct 101. Yeah. Okay, you can move it. Yeah. It'll kind of match because we'll butt it right up next to the bays or the little barn, whatever, for the animals. So it'll match what is already there. But we first have to move the chickens and then tear down the old.
We're gonna move the chickens into the stock trailer.
We'll see how that works. Have you ever had chickens live in your stock trailer? A stock trailer?
I have not, but I see people do it.
Yeah. I know Cassie has some smaller ones and she uses them for her.
Yeah. Well, she just moved out of them.
Well, that's true. She had that. Well, she got that new one, that new little chicken coop, the chicken
I
tractor
don't know
one.
what that noise is. It's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and then I think the wind blew one of theirs over. I saw a short or something in the winds that came through. So I don't know if she'll be using it again or not. But I think we're just gonna, ours has the air openings on the side and everything, so
We'll just cover them and
cover them with wire and fix them a door. And my little ones can't go out there, but I do have a chicken tractor that they can go in, and I would probably put them up here in the yard. And then we'll go to tearing that old one down, which I don't think it's going to be very hard because it's about to fall down.
There'll be some good videos come out of this.
Well, we'll see, but yeah, but I have to say, I mean, the coop has worked for 10 years for us. We just didn't, my son and I had no clue, never thought forward on the floor falling out and the critters that, oh my goodness, the snakes. Not only are there mice, but the squirrels love the building. And the squirrels jump along the wall, they run along the top up there, and they peek over at you, and oh, they come and they steal the eggs.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some pellets. I'm gonna start taking the squirrels out.
Well, when we get to the coop, we won't worry about it. I want it so solid that nothing. I don't want a cricket to be able to get in.
There you go.
Good luck, Monty.
It will. I know.
She's not gonna stop me from shooting those squirrels. Them things.
No.
they've eaten my deer feeder. They've eaten it up
Yeah,
twice.
you need to.
Squirrels drive me nuts.
There's so many here. So many.
Ate the
So,
bottom out of one of them twice, and then the other one was up at my son's. They ate a hole in the side.
I don't know how, but
He has sharp teeth, evidently. Maybe I'm getting payback for cutting the tail off of two of them.
well, on accident. That was on accident. Just
blackjacks are
firewood.
hollow on the inside. When you cut them down, I was going down through there cutting them up into firewood, and I saw something move in one of the cracks that I just cut. Kicked that round out of the way, and a squirrel come flying out of there, and there was one with no tail. The tail was in there, and I mean, I cut it right off at its
He
behind.
tucked it up as far as he could, huh?
And that squirrel took off with no tail, and I had the tail. And then I think the next winter,
The next winter,
we were
it was at
cutting.
my parents' house.
I was cutting more firewood, and I did it again.
Almost identical.
Yeah, cut it right off at the behind of that
Because
squirrel.
the squirrel had gone up as far as he could in that.
What
hole.
you're
It was
saying
horrible.
is you're a squirrely barber.
Our youngest son, he had them, and
I think he kept the tails for a long time.
yeah, he had them. I don't know what happened to them, but
They're probably.
it was kind of fun. I mean, it was bad, but
It's
it was
humorous
funny.
looking back on it. It
'Cause
was
that
certainly
one-
not on purpose.
Because that one, when he came out, he ran up the stump that I'd cut that tree down at, and couldn't figure out where his home was.
I agree with Greg. Do you see his comment?
You can bring squirrel dumplings to the potluck.
We're bringing Mississippi roast.
It sounds good.
Well, that is the plan, but plans could change this week. It's a busy week, but hope so.
So, Robbie, I got
I've already
something
stated
free
it.
this week.
What's that?
I was driving by Lake Latonka and working,
Oh,
and I seen a 6'6" loose fishing rod. It had an Academy open face 6-to-1 ball bearing reel on it. And when I came back the next round, I was hauling rock. I came back the next round about 2 hours later. It was still there, so I stopped and grabbed it.
Just laying on the side of the road.
Yeah, somebody lost it, and it's scratched up a little bit, but nothing's hurt.
Oh, that's
oh
nice.
my.
I was like, "Hey, thank
Well,
you, Lord."
When we got to the river yesterday, uh, accidentally left one of the compartments open in the boat, and my rain suit was in there, and the coat was gone.
Oh no!
And just after I discovered it, somebody said, "Hey, is anybody missing the coat?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." And this guy had found it on the side of the road and driven to the river and returned it to me.
That's a nice dude.
Very
Yeah.
nice, yes.
Because you might need that next weekend.
Well, I've needed it for the first two tournaments. Thank goodness I didn't need it yesterday.
Well, I'm saying you might need it at 10 Killer while you're
Oh, there
late.
you go.
I heard
I'm not
you
sure if
say-
I'm gonna fish or not.
I'm probably not. I just love and sitting around and visiting with everybody, and it's just going to be a weekend off. The hardest thing
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to do
what I was
is
thinking.
something in that crock pot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm bringing. A friend of mine taught me how to make canned green beans taste like awesome. You put
Did you say awesome or possum?
awesome. Awesome. No, I'm
Because
not.
I had possum when I was a kid.
I'm
and I
not
don't like
cooking a
green
possum.
beans.
Nope.
Oh,
You put cloves, garlic, butter, and vegetable broth in there, and you cook it up. And oh my gosh, they're so good.
long as it ain't got broccoli in it.
No broccoli. No broccoli. Green beans.
Oh
I heard
Oh,
That
come
gross
on,
broccoli.
Jack.
What's wrong with broccoli?
it's green.
Well, so are
No.
green
Jack
beans.
is not a fan.
I heard you talking about
Not-
your broccoli casserole earlier, Robbie, and I was driving and not at a stoplight so I could talk to you, but I did. Dina made some chicken and broccoli this week, and you'd be proud of me. It was good, actually.
All
I
right.
bet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, this was
If it's cooked right,
this is
it's great.
well, this was broccoli salad that Sonia made, and the broccoli is raw.
You get enough
And it
mayonnaise
has
in here, I'm okay with it.
Well, it has a dressing that goes over the top of it, but you put bacon and onion and golden raisins. Did you put any pecans in it this time?
Okay, you're out.
I
Anyway,
don't care for it raw.
I
Greg,
love it however you got it.
Greg said he's looking forward to your possum beans, Rebecca.
Awesome beans.
Green beans, not possum.
Everybody's going to think you're bringing possum now.
No. No.
Them Missourians up there eating possum.
No.
Scrape over.
I've never even had raccoon.
I've had them both, and I don't care to have them again. Michelle and Monty are doing a little freeze up.
Are we doing freeze
Yeah,
up?
you're glitching just a hair. You're okay now.
Okay. Well,
She was just
I
looking.
just
that I'm-
bumped the mouse, and
We're seeing there's comments
Hi,
on here
Musgrave.
that we're not seeing on
I
Restream.
know. Musgrave Family Farm said hi, but it is not on my chat over
Really?
here. Yes, and I'm not streaming to
It just
any other. I'm not streaming to
should
Facebook.
be on there.
I know of.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's showing up on YouTube. It's not showing up on their chat.
It was right. It was in between Duncan and
Hippie cow, yeah.
Chris, Hippie Cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. But
So I was getting distracted because I was looking at comparing notes.
Wow, it's already nearly 9 o'clock.
Oh my,
Is
sure
Oh
is.
gosh, it is.
Oh goodness,
time flies.
Where's
I
Red
still
Dirt
have
Rooster Road?
what?
I'm looking for your live
Oh.
on YouTube.
Okay.
I was very proud of Bert today. He got your name right when he was telling everybody.
Yeah, he struggles with Red Dirt Rooster Road, doesn't he?
He does. He
Hey,
does.
there are a lot of people that struggle with Red Dirt Rooster. Who is it that struggles so much? Is it?
Money pit.
Oh, it's Donald and Lisa.
Don't they both say have a hard time.
Bert
with it.
does too.
We're in here earlier. Yeah.
Well, hi Musgrove.
Oh,
I
maybe
can see them. I can see them on the chat too.
Isn't that
Yes.
crazy?
It's not coming
Makes you
through.
wonder what
on
else
the
we've missed.
I know. I was just thinking. And then when I get distracted and start trying to run through here, oh my. Well, anyway, you can tell me if you see anybody. I hope we haven't missed anybody. I didn't mean to. But I tell you what. If I'm not missing somebody in chat, I'm missing somebody in the basement, and they're
He's
sitting
in
there.
the chat on Restream now where he said hi to Hippie Cow Yay.
Yep,
Hippie
there
Cow
it is.
Yay. Yep. That one came up. The other one didn't.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I'm so glad you
He
guys.
sent the original hi incognito.
I guess so. That's what earlier on your stream, Jack. I mean, you bounced right over it. You said you talked about this when you went right below us. I was like, okay, we're gonna try again.
Sorry, I did not do it on purpose. I said
I know
there's
you
that
didn't.
Red Dirt Rooster. What's their name?
Red Road Rooster Dirt.
Bert just grounds it all up sometimes.
Oh man, that's okay.
Red
It's
Rooster
kind of
Dirt
long.
Road. That's what we're gonna call you.
RDRR.
I like
Yeah.
Someone caught
Dina did voice text
Someone
one
put
day and
that
it come up red dirt Tooster Toad.
Rooster Toad. I remember that. I think that's happened a couple times.
I think it's a very creative name. It may be hard for those Canadian friends of ours to remember, but that's a pretty creative name.
I will say it is Monty's doing. So doesn't it sound like him? Yeah. Well, it was Red Dirt Rooster in the beginning, and I had to go in and add the road because Red Reddit Rooster or something. There was a weird, like, I think I've told this before, but there was a another channel on YouTube, and it was like a rock or it was music, and didn't want to be confused because the letters were just a couple of letters off.
Well, Red Dirt is a music genre, so they call it Texas.
There's a lot of red dirt.
Yeah, they
Go
call
ahead.
it Texas country south of the Red River, but up here it's Red Dirt music.
Yeah. Well, it's worked well. It just fits now.
That's right.
I know. We always have too many of these stinking roosters, and so that's kind of where that came from. It's like we can never get rid of these roosters.
It's a household
And
name now.
Yeah. Well, we hope so.
Well,
Keep working on that.
we're going to have quite a few chicks here soon, so we're probably going to have a whole bunch of roosters too.
I bet your percentages ain't as bad as theirs.
3 out of 4? I hope not. Gosh, I hope not.
75% roosters. That's rough.
That is rough.
That's rough. I know.
Monty walked away, but I told Michelle, y'all should not be playing the lottery or nothing. Just aim on your side.
I told him we tried that before, and it's just a fail. It's just given away.
That
So
lottery's taxed.
Friend of mine
learned our lesson long ago.
a friend of mine, he calls the lottery the stupid tax.
Yeah, it's taxing on poor people. You don't see no millionaires standing in them lines to get lottery tickets.
No, there's a lot of stupid tax, and I think that's a Dave Ramsey.
Yeah,
term.
I paid stupid tax with multiple zeros.
Yep, and there's all kinds, and boy, we have fallen for a lot of them. The main thing is learn from that and learn from it the first time.
Yeah, right.
Oh my!
I've not ever bought a lottery ticket, so.
You've never bought one?
But I've never bought a lottery ticket.
Well, you've saved more money than I have.
I haven't bought any lottery tickets either.
Yep.
Yeah,
Greg?
I don't know about changing the numbers, Greg. YouTube assigns those numbers, but it might be possible. I don't know.
Talking about at the end of the name?
Yeah.
Well, back when I started, I changed mine from numbers to AR.
So
I think you can change your name.
Greg.
If it's your name, you can change it. They say twice in 14 days. You can keep changing your name all the time, because it's just going to tag along. But what is it? What is that? Well, I can't find. I don't know about the other. But just the name you go by. But the YouTube address, I think.
Hey, y'all. 4 a.m.'s coming like a screaming freight train. So.
Yep. We all got to get off of here. We do.
God bless y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Seeing y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining.
That's right. See all of you Friday.
Yes, everybody will see you Friday. And thank you guys in the chat so much. And we will see you on the next one if we don't see you next weekend. Good night, Rebecca.
Bye.
Robbie. Bye.
See you, Robbie.
Yeah. Okay. We will see all of you guys soon. Bye. Let's see. Okay. Is it still? It is?